People living on the streets in Sacramento has gone down. That's what Sacramento County's point-in-time count shows. It shows that homelessness has dropped by nearly 29% in Sacramento County, but it's a number some find hard to believe and when you see what's still going on in the capital city. Roughly 6,600 people are experiencing homelessness, according to that report. That's compared to more than 9,000 people in 2022. But as KCRA3's Michelle Bandur shows us, those numbers contradict what a long-standing homeless organization says it sees every day.
Not as many people are living on the streets of Sacramento, and according to Sacramento County, it's the first reduction in the homeless census in more than a decade.
It is not a day to declare victory because there are still people, too many people on the streets. But it is a day, I think, to recognize that we are making significant progress.
County and city leaders and homeless advocates share the results of the latest homeless numbers, an overall decrease in homelessness by 29%. The point-in-time count, which took place in January, gives an idea of how many people are experiencing homelessness in the community. Even with 3,000 less people counted, advocates say they still have a lot of work to do.
We can't take our foot off the gas. We have to double down on what we know works because we have a long ways to go. And until we can make homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring in our community, we're not done.
From our perspective, that's really hard to believe.
At Loaves and Fishes, which provides meals and street survival resources, the executive director says their numbers are up.
Between 2022 and 2023, we saw an overall 6% increase in number of folks served.
Hassel also says the county's numbers are skewed from the increased sweeps of homeless camps.
I absolutely think that the continued sweeps have something to do with the fact that folks are shy. Folks are turning and hiding instead of being visible whenever they can.
And since HUD uses the numbers to provide federal funding, Hassel says homeless organizations won't get as much money with the lower number. Still, the mayor says it will be up to the community to work together to provide more shelter, tiny homes, and permanent housing.
We still have people who are suffering on the streets. We still have neighbors and business leaders, business corridors that need more help and relief, which is why we can't let up.
In Sacramento, Michelle Bandur, KCRA 3 News.
So the numbers did go down last year, but it's nowhere close to where the county was in 2017. 3,600 homeless people were counted in 2017. In 2019, it jumped to 5,500. The 2021 count was pushed back to a year due to COVID, which is why we have that 3-year gap. In 2022, 9,200 homeless people were counted, which brings us to today's report where 6,600 homeless people were counted.
We also wanted to check in on the numbers from other counties. KCRA3's Andrea Flores is here with more of this regional view.
So for Sacramento County, 6,615 people were experiencing homelessness in Sacramento County. 59% of the people were unsheltered. So we want to take a look at some other counties in our area. On the night of January 23rd, 702 people were experiencing homelessness in Placer County. More than half of them were living on the streets. In Nevada County, 516 people were experiencing homelessness there in Nevada County. 50% of them were unsheltered. We've also reached out to several other counties to get their latest point-in-time counts as well.
All right, Andrea, thank you.